No word from Melody?
Absolutely nothing.
Well, that's great.
That's Melody. Ah. Miss Davies. Right. You're here to see Dr. Woodson.
Yeah.
Not long to go.
10 days late already.
I imagine you'll be glad when it's over.
Yes, very.
Take a seat. Dr. Woodson will see you shortly.
Thank you. Has there been any phone calls to me?
Were you expecting someone?
No, but if there are...
I'll put them straight through.
Okay, thank you.
Wendy Davis? Dr. Woodson will see you now.
You stay here. It's just routine.
Well, yeah, but...
I'll be fine. You put your feet up.
So we've got a baby that doesn't know her due date.
That's fine by me.
Really? Most people are climbing the walls by now. And you're having a home birth?
Yeah.
Okay, baby's heart rate is fine. Sounds like the only thing we need to do is be patient, unless you've got any worries.
Just Paul.
Paul, what's wrong with him?
He's pregnant too.
Okay.
Oh.
Are you all right?
Yeah, I'll be fine. You just forget how much pain it is. It's nature's way of getting you to do it again.
I'm sure.
Oh, because once they're here, you can't send them back, can you? You've got them for life.
They are a big commitment.
It's the best thing that can happen, though. Being a dad's all I ever... Oh!
You sure you're all right?
Yeah, don't worry about me. I am fine.
So what were the symptoms last time?
He put on £20 and then lost it as soon as Callum was born. Of course, I never got my figure back.
Anything else? Any food cravings?
Pickled onions.
Oh!
I can't bear the smell, but he munches on them all the time. The contractions were the worst, though.
Well, he actually had them.
Oh, worse than me.
Well, sympathetic pregnancies do happen.
He drove me mad the last time. I was giving birth, but I was looking after him.
Have you talked to him about this?
No. He was fine till a couple of weeks ago. I thought we'd got away with it. But now he's worse than ever. And I can't tell him. He looks after Callum while I run the cafe. He's a proper new man.
I don't know what I can do.
Could ban him on medical grounds. Please.
You need to sort this out between you. All right, I tell you what. You speak to Paul, I'll talk to your midwife, and if she thinks it's serious enough, I'll have a word.
Thank you. Thank you, Doctor.
You all right?
Could be better.
That doesn't sound too good. So, Liam...
Where is he? What's he doing? I've got no idea.
You didn't make it up to him?
I tried. I don't know if I succeeded or not until he calls me. If he calls me.
He and Ocean still...
Joe, I've just told you I've got no idea what's happening.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I just, well, I spoke out of turn and now I've got to live with the consequences.
Blaming yourself is not going to help anything.
Believe me, Joe, I'm not wallowing in guilt. I know that's not going to do any good. I'm just wondering why I keep doing this. He's my son. I love him. The last thing I want is to push him away.
He'll call.
You're 25 minutes late.
It's a miracle I'm here at all. You've no idea what I've been through.
But I'm about to find out.
I woke up this morning to find the River Ganges running through my flat. It's all soaked, everything.
Melody, you've had patients been waiting for half an hour and some of them had more serious problems than a little leak.
Little? Is the Niagara Falls a drip? No, this was a full-on flood, all thanks to my upstairs neighbour, so I'm sorry if people have been inconvenienced, but it's really not my fault. But thanks for your support.
Callum's fine. Mum's bringing him back tomorrow.
Tomorrow? I thought she was looking after him until Rose was born.
She is supposed to be here by now. Mum's got to work.
I'm sorry, I didn't realise I was holding everyone up.
I didn't mean it like that.
How am I supposed to give birth and look after him at the same time?
You don't. I look after him.
How? You couldn't look after yourself the last time.
You seem quite tense.
Really?
Did the doctor mention a cesarean?
No, she didn't. Why do you keep mentioning it?
A lot of people have one at this stage.
Well, if I was like those people, I wouldn't be having her at home in the first place, would I?
No one. Chamomile tea.
Just leave me alone.
I heard you had a little leak.
Little? Why does everyone assume it was little? Archie, I could have used a lifeboat.
But you fixed it, right?
No, I haven't fixed it. I'm a GP, not a urologist. Called a plumber.
So, Dad fixed it?
Well, I would hope so by now. They're charging £100 an hour.
Mill Health Centre.
That'll come off your insurance.
Yes, after I've filled in a dozen forms and paid an exorbitant excess, they'll pay the rest and triple my premium.
Oh, just one moment. Your plumber.
Oh, good. Hello? Are you finished? What?
Wendy. I'm sorry if I've said the wrong thing. I know you're very tense, and giving birth is when you most want to be relaxed. Which is why I really think you ought to reconsider the birthing pool.
I've told you no.
I've called them. There's one still available. It means that contractors are more effective and labour is quicker because you are more relaxed.
I don't want a pool. If you want a pool, then go ahead and book one.
Well, that'd be silly.
The whole thing's silly and it's driving me mad.
What?
You and your contractions and your onions and... You've been at them again, haven't you?
No.
Oh, I can smell them. Oh, you're disgusting.
It was just a little one. Oh. 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 Oh.
It's a disaster.
Not still talking about your leak.
It's more than that.
The leak caused an electrical fire.
So the plumber called the fire brigade, and now my bijou flat is a Mississippi swamp.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Well, it's okay. It's just me making a fuss about nothing.
I could steal your chocolates.
I don't have any. Wicked, thanks. So did you miss me?
Why do you ask?
You were only here yesterday.
Well, I thought you might appreciate the company.
But you're not working today.
Yes.
Well, you can't be very busy.
I am extremely busy. But I am permitted a lunch hour and I'm spending it with you. So you better make it worth my while.
And how do we do that?
Coffee creams are my favourite.
No, it's all right. Don't get up.
How was the flat?
Oh, it'll be fine once they've replaced the walls, floor and ceiling.
Is it habitable?
No!
So you gonna stay in a hotel?
Yes, and run up some fantastic bills which the insurance company will refuse to pay because of a clause only visible under electron microscopy.
Well, you've got to stay somewhere.
I know, and if Michelle wasn't on her course, I'd stay with her, but she is, so I can't. So I'm just going to wait and see if someone else volunteers to put me up for a couple of nights. I mean, I realise it's something of an imposition, so I'm not going to ask directly, of course. Just going to wait and see if someone cares enough to offer. Someone with a spare room or a futon would be fine. Otherwise, I'm going to have to stay with my aunt in Derby, and obviously I'm going to be late every day of the week.
All right. I have a spare room, and you're more than welcome to stay with me.
You like those?
Hmm.
Good.
So how come you don't spend money on yourself?
Why do you ask that?
Well, just the way you dress. I mean, it's a bit dull, innit?
I beg your pardon?
I'm not being funny.
Really? Is that your version of politeness?
I'm just being honest. I mean, it's a bit frumpy. You know, like a nun on a day off.
Young man, if one of my doctors dared speak to me like that, he'd be severely rebuked.
Yeah, well, they're not dying, are they? So you have to be nice to me.
Well, on that cheerful note, I've got to get back to my busy job.
Well, will you come again tomorrow?
We'll see. When's your birthday?
Last month, you missed it.
Oh. Was there a deadline for presents, or are you still accepting?
Only really good ones now.
Well, you better tell me what's acceptable, then.
Why are you going to get me one?
Depends if I approve of your choice. What do you want?
Oh, I know. No. You won't be able to afford that.
Try me. I'm not as poor as I look.
This is fantastic. The clients normally go into labour as soon as I order.
I don't think Wendy will. She doesn't seem too keen to start.
Because of Paul. He's such a lovely, caring man. But he's also the most extreme case of sympathetic pregnancy I think I've ever seen.
Yeah, but he's still the father who's got every right to be there at the birth.
And what about her right to go through labour in a calm, supportive environment without having to fight him for the oxygen mask?
You want me to have a word, don't you?
If you could convince him to stay away till it's over, you will have my eternal gratitude. What's more, you'll have Wendy's too.
All right, I get the message. Now, come on. Let's order dessert while your luck's still holding.
Wend. Look, I'm sorry about the onions.
It doesn't matter.
No, it does. I've thrown them away.
It's not just that.
Hey. Look, I know you're scared. But don't worry, I'll be here for you, Wendy, I promise.
That's the problem.
What, you think I'm going to let you down?
No.
Well, then what? Please, just tell me, Wendy.
I just feel sorry for Paul, you know. He wants to be there.
So did Ronnie.
Oh, now that's different. And I wish I'd let him stay, and then I'd have had someone to scream at.
It's just not right, George. You have to put the mother first. And look at it from the child's perspective. Baby's got enough to deal with. Oh, here we go. Hello? Yeah? Okay. I'll be there in 20 minutes. Bye. You're coming with me.
Was that Wendy?
Yep, she's in labour. Come and see how hard it is. And maybe then you'll talk to him. Or maybe next time.
I'm not sure this is a good idea.
Yeah, I might steam the windows up.
No, I mean staying with Joe. It's not exactly going to be a laugh a minute, is it?
Nope.
You know what he's like. There'll be classical music and ticking clocks in every room.
Not that bad. And he has got the space. I mean, I've only got a box room. It'd be like living under the stairs.
Well, this will be like living with my dad.
Windows are steaming up.
It needs to dry out.
Right. Well, we'll get all this stuff back to my place tonight, and then you can get a good airing.
I'll bring the rest in a cab.
This isn't all.
No, this is just what I need tonight.
Is it really necessary to bring everything just for a few days?
I don't want it all covered in mushrooms.
Oh, no, of course not.
It will kill me. You know it will.
Becky's here. It's all going to be fine.
Hiya, Wendy.
We started half an hour ago.
Let's check how dilated you are, yeah?
Right, I'll get the tea.
Lovely.
I'll give you a hand.
Great.
You look like you're in a lot of pain.
I am. I have to really work to keep it hidden from Wendy.
Well, I'm sure she's very aware of what you're going through.
Well, I hope not. She's got enough on her plate.
The thing is, I'm not sure if there's anything that I can do for you. There are mixed views on the causes of this, but it strikes me as the main component is psychological.
And I thought I got away with it to begin with. I didn't have any morning sickness or anything. I felt so well, I couldn't believe that she was pregnant.
So when did this start?
About 3 weeks ago, I just felt the odd kick and then I knew it was all happening again. I wish she'd have a cesarean or at least an epidural.
Well, because if she wasn't feeling the pain, then you wouldn't either.
Maybe. But she wouldn't be in any pain and that'd be enough. And I hate not being able to help her. Just to watch her screaming, it's horrible.
Well, maybe it would be better if you went at the birth.
No. I couldn't let her down. Never.
I should have talked to him. I should have made him understand.
Oh, I think George will explain it.
It's too late now anyway.
There's plenty of time.
I used to think nothing could be better than seeing a child arrive in the world. I just couldn't look. I was too scared for Wendy.
So, if she was happy for you not to be there, that would work all round?
You just don't get it. See, I'm always there for her. She needs me looking after her, standing by her.
Sit down.
Oh.
Sit. Whereabouts is the pain?
It's down here.
So it's quite localised?
Yeah, it must be the way that she's positioned, or would be if she was real.
And you're leaning forward?
Yeah, it's more comfortable.
Do you mind? I'll be gentle.
I hope so.
It's just that,
Oh!
contractions aren't usually a sharp pain in one place.
Yeah, well, I'm sorry if it's not totally accurate, but I can assure you the pain is very convincing.
I'm just not convinced that it's...
Oh! God.
Hi.
How are you doing?
I'm all right.
But not in labour.
What?
Braxton Hicks. Practice contractions. It feels like the beginning of the birthing process, but I think we've got a bit longer to wait.
Oh!
Paul, I need to get you to the hospital.
If I'm not giving birth, he isn't.
I think Paul may have appendicitis.
Oh, come on, I'm fine.
If I'm right, you need to be seen as soon as possible.
No, really? Oh!
Come on.
Oh!
Mill Health Centre? Just a moment. It's for you. Hello? Oh, yes. Well, how can I help you?
You know that staying with Joe could be traumatic for me.
There's nothing wrong with him and he's doing you a favour.
You've obviously forgotten that last time I was there, I was held hostage. I could have flashbacks or anything.
Look, if it was that big a worry, surely you would have thought about it by now.
Not necessarily. These things can lie hidden for long periods of time, and I'm not sure I should be taking that sort of a risk.
Well, you've got nowhere else to stay, have you?
Look, I wasn't going to ask you outright because you obviously don't want me there, or you would have suggested it yourself, but surely you have a lilo or something at your flat. I just need somewhere to put my head and my bags.
Melody, you should be working.
I was just...
And if you do have some spare time, then we have to cover for George because she's just called to say that she may not be back.
Why? What's happened?
She's had to take a man to the hospital who's not pregnant.
What does that mean?
Well, what that means, Melody, is that we're very, very busy. So you should stop talking and start working, okay? Melody?
There's a lot of fuss about nothing. I shouldn't be here.
No, I know.
I've got contractions. I mean, even if they're not medically accurate, that is what I've got.
That's what you think you've got.
And she thinks I've got appendicitis, which is crazy.
Thinking you're pregnant is totally rational, isn't it?
Well, you can see where I got the idea from.
Yes, I'm pregnant.
Yeah, and you thought you were going into labour, but you weren't. So you think you'd be a bit more understanding about where I'm coming from.
I've spoken to the consultant and he's confirmed it is appendicitis. They want to operate as soon as possible.
No.
I'm afraid so.
No, I am not having an operation until our baby is born. I said that I would be there for Wendy, and I will be.
Paul, if your appendix ruptures, this would be very serious. I'm afraid you don't have any choice.
See ya.
Okay. It's going to be fine.
Did you tell him I didn't want him there?
I didn't quite get to that.
Good. I felt awful. I've been angry at him and all the time he's been ill.
Don't worry, I'm sure he'll be home in a few days.
So he might still be there at the birth then?
Possibly.
Oh.
It's all right. Probably just another Braxton Hicks.
No. I think my water's just broke.
What are you doing?
I'm moving my clothes around.
Melody, we've got a backlog of patients out here.
Yeah, but I don't think you'd want my pants smelling out your house for the next week.
But I thought you said it was just for a few days.
Well, you know what builders are like. The only thing they do on time is the invoice.
So this could go on indefinitely.
Look, if you don't want me to stay, then just tell me.
I didn't mean that. Of course I want you to stay.
Well, maybe it'd just be simpler if Melody stayed with me. Like, I live closer, I've got a spare room.
Fantastic.
I've already said...
No, Joe, look, you've done enough for me already, thank you, but I'll stay with Archie.
All right. Well, that's settled then. Can we get on now?
Absolutely. You won't regret this, I promise.
It's coming. All right. Look, it's rush hour and we are 10 miles from your house. Are you sure you still want to go with a home birth?
Yeah.
All right?
Yeah.
Any word from Liam? Give him time, Julie.
Come on. Don't mind the cabinet.
There, but for the grace of God.
Didn't have her in the car then?
Thankfully, all the lights were green. All right.
So, this is it?
Oh, it's not that bad. I mean, it's quite small. It's very small, but, you know, I can get rid of some of the junk, make it nice. It'll be fine.
Oh, this is my room.
Right.
You're this way.
This is it.
It is?
It's lovely. I'll stop drying my clothes on the radiator.
No, the heat isn't on.
No, I noticed, but there's probably a button you can press so it'll come on.
No, I don't have it until October.
I'm sorry.
It's a rule. It's such a waste of gas. I mean, if everyone turned their thermostat down by 1 degree, it'd be better for the environment. But if everyone turned the heating off altogether, wore a jumper instead, then that'd be really helping.
Archie, all my jumpers are wet.
We can borrow one of mine.
I'd rather just do a small amount of environmental damage and offset it by not flying to Mauritius at the weekend.
I'll get you a jumper.
Archie!
And a clothes horse.
Hello? Hello? Liam? Liam?
At least you made it to the bedroom.
I think she was in a bit of a hurry.
Oh, you were.
I'll pass you over. Hello, lovely.
Where did you go?
I got caught short.
You what?
Hold on, there's someone wants to say hello.
How is she?
She's beautiful.
I can't believe you've had her.
I'm sorry, I couldn't hold on.
I tried, but she was in a bit of a hurry.
Hey, are you all right?
I'm good, I'm really good.
What about you?
Yeah, they're taking me down now.
We'll be there when you come round.
I'm sorry I wasn't there for you.
It's all right. Really, it was.
I love you.
I love you too. Will you have him at the birth next time? Maybe. But I think 2 might be enough.
I'm so sorry, Liam.
I know, you said earlier.
Oh, no, I don't know whether you believe me or not, though. I didn't mean to ruin everything for you.
You argued with her about everything you could. You spent the whole time judging her, finding any reason you could to say she wasn't good enough.
That's because I didn't want you to make a mistake.
Really? Sounded to me as if you didn't want Ocean to make a mistake.
Oh, come on, Liam, please.
You couldn't even let me tell her.
I didn't know she could hear us.
Of course, it's not your fault. Nothing's your fault, is it?
Liam, you listen to me for a minute. From the moment you were born, all I've ever wanted is for you to be happy. Blameless is the last thing I'm feeling right now. Where are you?
Toronto.
Have you seen Ocean?
We've talked.
And does she understand?
No, not yet.
Well, it didn't stop me loving you, sweetheart.
I know. That's why I called. I remembered. You were the only one who stood by me.
You're my son.
It didn't count much with Dad.
Well, I love you. I'll always love you.
I've got to go.
Oh, hang on. Have you got a number where I could call you?
I don't have one. Not yet. I'll call you when I'm sorted out.
Please don't shut me out.
There's not much chance of that, is there? I'd never hear the end of it.
I'm really sorry I've been so interfering and...
You wouldn't be my mum if you weren't. I'll call you.
Liam?
How do you sleep at night? Horizontally, eyes closed, like most people.
There's nothing I can do.
I'm only asking for a small part of your time.
I'm sorry, Mr. Wicklow.
It's not too late to change your mind.
It's not too late for you to back down.
Is it a bit like sending an electrician to do a plumbing job?
I'm not here as a plumber.
You're so sweet when you're trying to be grouchy.
Stephanie Beacham and Kate Garraway strut their stuff on Strictly Come Dancing. The new series is coming soon to BBC1.